I've seen enough from Jones, the censoring of his archives. Somebody called in. I can't believe, he didn't just get straight cut off, on air. I thought Paul had cut him off. This is something I found out. They can't go in and edit the iTunes podcast because it's not their stuff. So if you pay for Jones's archive, like you're a Prison Planet member and you have all the archives, whatever, you can go back. Just to let whoever know, you're getting edited material. I'm telling you right now. There are calls that call in that confront Jones about certain things. He pulls them out of his archive. If you don't listen to the live show or you don't listen to the iTunes podcast, you will never catch those calls.
And that these kind of control freaks will dress themselves in any political ideology that suits them at their present time to further their brutal and tyrannical agenda. And that's what we've seen with the Greens advancing this current green fascism. But thanks for your call, Ronnie. Basically what Grathwold was saying in that clip was that he asked Bill Ayers and the Weather Underground.
Did you notice the screen fade out and then back in? That was Paul Joseph Watson commenting on one caller, and then there should have been a phone call, and the screen just fades out and comes back, and Paul Joseph Watson is mysteriously commenting on a clip that you didn't get to see and have no frame of reference for. And that is because that clip has been edited out, as of many other clips from the InfoWars archives in YouTube and on Infowars.com.
But thanks for your call, Ronnie. Basically what Grathwold was saying in that clip.
This is what you should have heard.
But thanks for your call, Ronnie. We're going to go to John in Ohio. John, what's on your mind today?
Yes, I've supported Alex Jones, though I'm on the left, and against any claims that he was for violence and the rest of it. But I find at this point that what I see as a fascist element from the John Birch Society, this kind of red baiting, because I'm very familiar back in the 60s with the Bill Ayers faction of SDS. It was rabidly anti-communist. The communist faction within SDS, Progressive Labor Party, had the position that Ayers and these others were totally agent provocateurs, that they were trying to discredit the anti-war movement. The Progressive Labor Party was the communist faction within SDS. It agreed with you that this deindustrialization was really a front for this fake liberals within the movement. I found out that the John Birch Society, which is very influential with Alex Jones, specialized in these kinds of outrageous fabrications of so-called FBI agents that would scaremonger about the Russians and the Chinese and the Cubans invading the United States. Just fantastical nightmare type of fabrications that were actually run by Western Goals, which was connected with the John Birch Society and collaborated with police squads to frame up people around the country. Even J. Edgar Hoover, who was a specialist in this kind of smear job with his COINTELPRO, said these guys were absolutely discrediting his ability to discredit people because they were so far off the edge of the world. For you to quote this so-called FBI agent saying that Russia and China and Cuba were going to invade the country, even though there was a Russia-China split, I think really destroys your credibility and places you in the totally discredited corner of the John Birch Society, which I find too often influences Alex Jones, who I've supported, even though I disagree with his positions on eliminating programs.
Okay. Thanks for the call. Yeah, I'll respond. Basically, what Grathwold was saying in that clip was that he asked Bill Ayers and the Weather Underground.
I've seen enough from Jones, the censoring of his archives.
Alex, what do you think about GCN?
Total New World Order run, facade of liberty and freedom, but serious attacks on free speech.
That's true. That's hilarious.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for confirming that. Because that's what we thought all along.